road, like a main road, and then you block it for your event. Like how unfair can people be? Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Elma and this is our space for inspiration and change. If you're new here, you're welcome to my space. Welcome, thank you for coming. Please consider subscribing. This house is always warm and cozy, and if you're a returning subscriber of mine, thank you for always coming back to support me. I appreciate you, and you all are the motivation I have to keep going, you know. See, this journey, my journey on this YouTube has been like this. Some days I feel up to it, some days I feel like I don't need to put pressure on myself, so I just do at my pace. But these days I'm really trying to create content. Okay, so yeah, I just want to have a little story time. Okay, it's been a long time I sat down to do sit down videos. I've mostly been posting my vlogs, but a lot of things happened that I would like to still be sharing my stories, because you know, these stories help always have lessons we need to learn, and it helps you to get to know more about me. And yeah, that's it. So in this video I'm going to be sharing with you all something that happened to me. Now, like I said, if you've been following my vlogs, I traveled to Cameroon, and a lot of things happened in Cameroon. I've been sharing some of my videos, I did a story time of how I got attacked and stuff like that. But today I want to share with you all another thing that happened to me. Okay, so there was this day, like just on the eve, my kid brother had to travel to the UK. Okay, so on the eve of his travel, like the day before, like let me say 2 days before his traveling date, we had gone shopping and we bought some stuff. He was buying his own things and I was also buying my own things, because I also had to travel back to Korea. Okay, those who have, if you're new on my channel, I'm a Cameroonian and I'm based in South Korea. So my kid brother had to like travel to the UK. So like I said, we did some shopping and then we went home. So I bought this dress for my husband. Okay, so when I went back home, I realized that I got the wrong size. Now I realized that I got the wrong size of that dress, and then that was like the last day. I think I had like I knew that I was not going to have time again to go to that market, because where we stay and where that market is really far. So I knew I wouldn't have time again to go to that market, and it was just like one day since I had bought the dress, and that was the only opportunity I had to like go back and change the dress. So I told my younger brother to accompany me so that we could go and change the dress at the shop where we bought it from. Now in Cameroon, mostly we use bikes and we use taxis. So I was in a city, like our economic capital in Cameroon is called Douala. So I was in Douala that day. Now I told my kid brother, like, we need to go fast to the place, because it was like around evening that I discovered it, and was afraid that the shop might close, and if it closes, I might not have the opportunity to change the dress anymore. So my mom kept emphasizing on us whenever we go to Douala, like, to take a taxi. But Douala is a town that is very, very congested. Like, it has a lot of population and a lot of companies. So as a result of that, the town is always full. Like, it has a lot of traffic. I mean, that kind of traffic jam that does not move. So it's very, very annoying being in a taxi in that traffic. So what most people do is that they try to take bikes, because it's way faster. So on this fateful day, I told my kid brother, okay, like, it's better for us if we take a bike so that we can go faster, because if not, we won't be able to catch up with the shop. So we got this really nice bike man. He carried us. Like, if you all know, I don't know if I'll try to, I don't know if I took some videos, but I think my kid brother did take some videos. I was just so afraid on that bike to have taken any video. So the way the traffic is, it's so tight, bikes are struggling to pass, taxis are struggling to pass. So as a result of that, bikes find the least space in between cars to kind of pass. I don't know if you all understand what I'm saying. Like, it's so, if the road is not like this and there's a small space like this, the bike man tries to find a way to pass through that small space just to go. That's the way we have to do to survive. So sometimes the bikes go through some kind of roads, pass even on the train roads, and I'm like, oh God, help me, oh God, help me. That day I was just praying in my heart, like, God, help me to just get to that place. So the bike man we took before, he was just so careful with his driving and all. So we went nicely. He found his way, even though I was scared but somehow he managed to take us to the place safely. So luckily for me, we went to the shop, and I was able to change the dress I wanted to change, and then we used our opportunity to buy some other stuff. Okay, like my kid brother bought some stuff again. I bought some stuff because that was like our last days in Cameroon. So after buying those things, now we thought of like, okay, if we take a taxi again, it might be late to go back because we needed to go home, because that day we also had some events. We wanted to like have a dinner, like last dinner with my kid brother before he travels, so we needed to get home fast. So my kid brother found this bike man, and then we got on his bike. So when we're coming, the bike rider that had carried us while coming told us that there was some event on the road, some road, so they had blocked the road. I think he said they were celebrating a funeral. Like, I don't get it. If you're celebrating a funeral in an economic capital, in a big town as Douala, you just go and take one side of a major road, like a main road, and then you block it for your event. Like, how unfair can people be? So as a result of that, the driver who brought us the first time took a different road. So this other driver, maybe he wasn't aware, or he didn't know that that thing was taking place there, or maybe the other road was shorter, I don't know. He kind of took us now on the road, and that's how we found that the whole road was blocked. Now there was a small path where every car and bike were struggling to pass on that small path, like a gutter, just having a small bridge or something like that. And then I was about to tell this bike man, like, hey, if you're going to pass like this, then you have to maybe put us down and then you pass, because two of us on the bike might cause problems. But before I realized it, when I was even about to just tell the bike man that like we need to go down, that was it. Boom! He entered into the gutter and we fell down with the bike. Oh my god! Like, people in the crowd were laughing and mocking, like, hey, blah blah blah, and why were you fighting to pass instead of helping? But some were really nice, like, oh, sorry, my kid brother, I didn't even, he was inside the gutter. I was still on top of the bike like this, laying flat like this with the bike man almost halfway in the gutter, halfway on top of the bike. That was how I had to struggle now, pull my leg out of the bike, and I found out I had some injury on my leg, and then my leg started to swell. Oh my god. So in my pain, I was like, the first thing I was looking and praying in my heart was that, God, I hope my kid brother is not injured, because he had to travel the next day. I still had like a week or so to travel, a few more days to travel. So I knew that I had some time. If I had an injury, I could heal before going. But what of him who was traveling the next day? So the thing he did was, when he realized that the bike was falling, he jumped into the gutter, because if we had both fallen on the bike like at the same time, he and the bike man could have like pressed me in the middle, and then I could have had an even worse injury. So he was smart enough to jump from the bike quickly into the hole or to the gutter, while me and the bike man fell. So I hit my leg. My kid brother thankfully didn't get any injury, and the next day he traveled without any problems. But I had like some wound on my leg and some pain, but it took some days for me to get over it. Like, after that incident, there was still no way. Like, for me, after that incident, the thing I was annoyed is the fact that, why would somebody, despite the carelessness of the bike man, the other bike man was really careless. Like, if you all saw the way he was running, I was pleading with him, like, please just stop. He wasn't even listening. So when we had the accident, that was even like a wake-up call for him before he could adjust. But the people I blame is like, why would someone come and then just occupy one full part of the road, like a whole major road where people always pass on that road? Like, why would you do a thing like that? So I don't know, like, let me know in the comment section, do you have those kinds of things in your countries where people have an event and then they block the whole road, and then, or the recklessness of bike men? Like, that was just my experience. And I think since that time, whenever I go there, my elder brother gave me now the contact of some bike man who, like, if you're there anytime, he can drive you around. At least that's someone who's trustworthy, because some of these people, they don't even learn how to run bikes. They just carry the bikes and then just enter the road and do anyhow. And now he had to throw us into the gutter. And I was just praying, like, God, I hope this thing will not bring many side effects or later in kind of pain. But yeah, anyway, so that was what happened to me when I went in Cameroon. That was one of the sad incidents or things that happened to me when I went to Cameroon. Yeah, But besides that, I enjoyed every other stay of mine. My stay was amazing, happy time with my family. Okay, I think I should end this video here. I've spoken too much and the time has gone so fast. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think. Like, is it same in your country? Do you guys have those kind of things where big people just block the whole road and then to host their events and no one does anything about it? Is it to blame on bad government or who to blame? Anyways, so thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing, like, share me out, give my video a thumbs up, and until next time, stay blessed. Bye.